Hi guys, welcome back to 8-4 video notes. So here are 3 steps to keep in mind whenever we're identifying horizontal asymptotes. Sometimes they're not so easy to see if it's not in transformed form of a rational function. So here are some clues. If you have p of x over q of x, if the degree of p is greater than the degree of q, then there's no horizontal asymptote. If the degree of p is less than the degree of q, then the horizontal asymptote is y equals 0. And if the degree of p equals the degree of q, then the equation for your horizontal asymptote is y equals the leading coefficient of p over the leading coefficient of q. So let's go ahead and apply this in finding horizontal asymptotes below. So here are 2 graphs, or 2 rational functions. They are not in the form of a transformation, so I cannot use those tools to help me find my asymptotes. So first, for my zeros, that is when my numerator equals 0. I'm going to factor 2 numbers that multiply to make -6 and add to make 1 are 3 and -2. So this factors to be x plus 3, x minus 2 equals 0. So my zeros are at -3 and +2. So now let's find my vertical asymptote. Vertical asymptote is when my denominator equals 0. Well, that's easy. X equals 0. So now let's check for horizontal asymptotes. So the degree of p, my numerator, is greater than this degree on my denominator. Therefore, there is no horizontal asymptote. All right, let's do the same thing on the problem to the right. Let's put a line here so I don't get confused. So first, my zeros happen when my numerator is equal to 0. 3x squared plus x equals 0. If I factor a GCF here, x times 3x plus 1 equals 0. So therefore, my zeros are at x equals 0 and x equals -1/3. Notice that I can do that mental math. You can do so as well. So vertical asymptote happens when your denominator equals 0. So x squared minus 9 equals 0. I can factor this with the difference of squares, setting each factor equal to 0. X equals 3 and x equals -3 would be my vertical asymptotes. So now for my horizontal asymptotes, I need to check the degree of p and q. Well, the degrees are the same. This degree is 2 and this degree is 2. So my asymptote is y equals the leading coefficient here, which is 3, over the leading coefficient here, which is 1. So my horizontal asymptote is y equals 3. So looking for vertical and horizontal asymptotes are a little different in this case. All right, we'll practice this tomorrow.